What's poppin', ladies and gentlemen? It's Jack. You already know what time it is. Waiver wire acquisitions for fantasy. I got you guys. But right before we get into the video, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. I mean, smash it like your life depends on it. You already know what time it is. Yeah, man. Let's get right into the video.
Baby, yeah, you know I'm in my body today. Hit that bitch, told her come through on a Saturday. Run it up, baby, yeah, the fast way. Greatness come with patience, so you know that I had to wait. Ooh, baby, yeah, you know what you do to me. And you know, bitch.
Okay, so what's up, guys? Waiver wire acquisitions. So I'm guessing you've clicked on this video because you've just lost in your recent week of waiver wire acquisitions. You've just lost in your last week of fantasy. I'm here to help. Don't worry, your season's not over. But just know that you're digging in trash right now. You guys, the waiver wire is basically trash, like garbage. Because you went through your draft, but you also went through the acquisition that you make during the season, who you start, who you don't. So in order to win your league, you're going to need this waiver wire. So to get these waiver wire targets right, you're going to need it, because there's been guys like Patrick Mahomes in the past that went undrafted because no one knew who he was, ended up winning guys' leagues. So there's always a way to win the league through waiver wire acquisitions. You just gotta know the guy. You gotta know the right guys. You gotta do the right research. And I'm your guy. So there's been a couple of guys that stand out this week and in week 1, but we're a little hesitant about picking them up. But now we actually know we have 2 more weeks of data. We have 2 more weeks of progress on these guys. So yeah, guys, I'm telling you guys who to pick up. And that starts off with Joshua Kelley. Joshua Kelley has 27 points in fantasy. 27. Do you guys not know how much 27 points are? That could be the difference between winning a matchup and losing by a blowout. 27. Of course Austin Eckler got yardage. Of course he got work in the passing game. But so did Joshua Kelley. Joshua Kelley was a beast. He was a beast, and he's a rookie. So, because he's a rookie, do not expect him to take more snaps or more carries than Austin Eckler. But the reason why I feel like Joshua Kelley actually got more work was because the Chargers are becoming more of a ground and pound team. If you honestly want to put it that way, they're becoming more of a ground and pound team. Also, their quarterback situation is not that good. It's just not. And they're becoming a more of a ground and pound team because in the past, Phillip Rivers, they really relied on Phillip Rivers, and he lost them all those games. He lost them every game. Lost them every game in the clutch. They relied on the pass every game in the clutch at the end of the game. So you know what they're doing now? They're relying on the run game. They're going to be able to finish games late in the game. They're not going to be choking as much games because they're not relying on guys to throw the ball. Less interceptions late game, less losses. More yards for Joshua Kelley, more yards for Austin Eckler. If you guys landed Austin Eckler, congratulations. You just landed a top 5 back in the league for fantasy. So Joshua Kelley, I have him at RB 28. Amazing guy. Excellent power back, just the power back that they needed. The 1-2 punch between Austin Eckler, more of a pass catching, speedy guy, and then you got Joshua Kelley, this bruiser, big bruiser from UCLA. Cop him right now. He's my #1 waiver wire acquisition right now out of UCLA. But do not wait. These are, just remember, these are waiver wire guys. They are not surefire hits. They are not top 10 backs, okay? So if they do disappoint with Nyheim Hines, if they do disappoint, do not be mad, because you're taking a risk already looking through trash. That's literally like searching through the GameStop garbage, finding a Wii U box, and getting mad when there's nothing in it. I'm just saying that's your Colin Cowherd analogy for the day, because Joshua Kelley is that Wii box. You just have to find out if there's a Wii or Nintendo Switch in there. So the second guy, a more surefire hit, or a more reliable guy, a trustable guy, you know, Gardner Minche. The guy's been lighting it up. There's nothing that you can say to me about that Jags offense that's not good. Everything has came out of that Jags offense. The Jags offense produces yards, produces carries from James Robinson. Also, James Robinson will not be on this list because I'm pretty sure you guys either already have him, or yeah, unless you're playing with like people that are blind. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have James Robinson on your lineup. If you don't, pick him up. But yeah, James Robinson is a beast. He's basically taking the Leonard Fournette role. But Gardner, 40 points. Last week in week 1, 32 points. I put my hands up. The guy, he is the number 2 must-have on this list. Gardner Minche, you have to have him. If you do not have Gardner Minche, you either have a top 10 QB, which, why do you have 2? Well, like, why waste a pick on 2? You could easily just pick up a guy for that bye week. But if you're struggling at quarterback, Gardner Minche is the way to go. He's flashy. He gets the ball down the field. He scores touchdowns every week. I'm pretty sure he just came off of a 3-touchdown game. He's a beast. Why are you passing on him? Everyone knows he's not trash. Everybody knows he's not terrible. He's a legend. He's the mustache. Why not pick you up the mustache? And I'm not talking about Gio Bernard, because Gio Bernard destroys Joe Mixon's value. Joe Mixon's value has went down so much. It's literally insane. I don't know why. Joe Mixon, I mean, like, why? Come on. But it's only because of Gio Bernard. It's only because of Gio Bernard. But at the end of the day, Gardner Minche, you have to pick up Gardner Minche. Like, what are you doing? The third guy. Now, this could possibly very well be the best guy on this list. We're gonna have to wait and see. Obviously, you know, Raheem Mostert went down. Even though he had a great day on Sunday, Raheem Mostert just went down, so you know what that means. Jerick McKinnon, the Jet McKinnon. You know what time it is. Jerick McKinnon is in full effect, fresh off of an ACL. What are you doing if you're not picking him up? What are you doing? You have to pick him up. You have to. You absolutely have to. If you do not pick up Jerick McKinnon this week, you're doing yourself a massive disservice, because Jerick McKinnon is going to get you an easy 28 to 30 points a night. And if you're playing with blindies, if you're playing with bats, you got to pick the guy up, because I'm pretty sure they don't know who Jerick McKinnon is, or they just don't watch the waiver wire. If you don't watch the waiver wire, I hate to break it to you, you're not winning your fantasy league, even though it is the scraps. It is trash. You're searching through trash. But one man's trash is another man's treasure. Just saying. So, Jerick the Jet, you should know what time it is. Jerick the Jet, all day, every day, baby. The fourth guy, Ryan Tannehill. If you don't go with Ryan Tannehill, what are you doing? 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. Who predicted Ryan Tannehill? No one could have predicted Ryan Tannehill. He's been good since week 7, ever since he substituted for Marcus Mariota. What are you doing? Ryan the GOAT Tannehill, you've got to go with him. You already know what time it is. Easy, that's easy. He scored like 40 points. That's an easy acquisition. 40 points last week against, what, the Jaguars? The Jaguars defense isn't even that bad. They have Josh Allen. I mean, they are rebuilding, yes, but even the week before that, he scored a lot of points. He still does good. He has Corey Davis. He has AJ Brown. So if you're gonna have those guys on your offense, you're obviously going to succeed, making you and deeming you a great waiver wire pickup. And also, Joe Burrow, pick him up. I'm trying to tell you. Each week that you do not start a Joe Burrow, you're going to regret it. And that's if, now that's depending on who your quarterback is, your starting quarterback. Because you could have a Kyler Murray, which he outscored, by the way. You could have a Lamar Jackson, which he outscored, by the way. Or Pat, he didn't outscore him. Josh Allen, okay, keep him. But Joe Burrow's in that discussion. Like, he's in the discussion of a QB1. And he scores the points. He scores the points. Each week he's outscored my starters. So congratulations, Burrow. You're officially my starter for the week. And for the weeks to come, we're never losing again because I have Joe Burrow, the GOAT Burrow, at my QB1. You should know what time it is. And if you guys have Joe Burrow at your QB2, start him this week. I don't care who your QB1 is. If you're in a super flex league, make sure you have to start Burrow this week. You have to start him. He plays the Philadelphia Eagles. The defense over top against the passing game, terrible. Their secondary, trash. What is Darius Slay? He's okay, but like, come on. Their secondary is notoriously, it's always going to be bad. And every quarterback always does really good. Like Jared Goff had like, what, 30-something points against the Eagles defense. Like, they're so bad. They're so bad. And the Eagles, if you have the Eagles defense on your roster, what are you doing? Honestly, they're so bad. Like, I can't even wrap my head around how bad the secondary is. So if your quarterback is playing against the Eagles, start them instantly. It's a no-brainer, honestly. So yeah. Okay, the next one. Diontae Johnson. Now listen to me. You could be playing with blindies, you could be playing with bats, but there are a lot of leagues that do not have Diontae Johnson roster. Look, he out targets Juju Smith-Schuster and Chase Claypool. He leads the Steelers in targets by Ben Roethlisberger. He is the X receiver. He's not the slot, he's the X. So he's going to get those big play touchdowns. He's going to get you a lot of points in fantasy. Start Diontae Johnson. He's a beast. There's no reason why you should not be starting him. Also, if he's on your waiver wire, pick him up. Wait a week if you want to. I'm not really sure who the Steelers play, but if you guys want to, you can wait a week. But after that, I would just say start him. Let him see how he does. After that, start him. Make sure you guys start Diontae Johnson because he's going to get you guys a lot of points. He's going to rack up all the points in the world, man. He's going to do it for you. He's definitely going to be the waiver wire pickup of the week. Also, Scotty Miller. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the world lit on fire last week with Scotty Miller. If you don't have a Scotty Miller roster, what are you doing? I believe that you should have, each league should have Scotty Miller on some team. My leagues have Scotty Miller on a team, but if you do not have Scotty Miller, you're missing out on a lot because he has the best bond right now with Tom Brady, and with Chris Godwin out, he's going to rack up yards. He's going to rack up yards. He's a slot receiver. Tom Brady loves checking underneath. He has elite speed. He's going to get those big play touchdowns because he's just going to burn through the secondary. So what are you doing if you don't have Scotty Miller on your team? You got to have Scotty Miller. Again, you must have Scotty Miller or you're going to leave or you're going to lose. You're going to lose. I mean, if Scotty Miller isn't... If you're playing against Scotty Miller, I would fear that a lot. Like, I would really fear that because Scotty Miller, he's a beast. Score like 15, 20 points. He'll get you that each week, I'm telling you. Like, especially with Chris Godwin now. Now, maybe if Chris Godwin comes back, we'll have to see injury reports because Chris Godwin's out with a concussion, and you're gonna have to really see how he does with Godwin on the field. We've only seen it one time, week 1, but yeah, man, week 2 he looked pretty good to me. So I would say definitely pick up Scotty Miller. Also, I want to see you guys I want to see you guys' reactions, man, to week 2. What waiver wire pickups are you guys picking up? I really want to know. The waiver wire, again, is trash. It's literally, you're sorting out trash. Just remember that. So take these with a grain of salt, okay? You have to take these with a grain of salt because you're going to let down if you constantly go to the waiver wire, think you're going to get a 40-point or a guy that's going to win you your leagues. Last time I checked, Christian McCaffrey never touched the waiver wire. Last time I checked, Saquon never... Oh, RP Saquon, man. People who drafted Saquon number 1, GG. You're done. I hate to break it to you, bro. People who drafted Christian McCaffrey, GG. You're done. Zeke, you're smart. Clyde, you're smart. Josh Jacobs, you're smart. I'm just saying. You're a smart guy. So, you're drafting them. Hate to break it to you. You're a smart guy. But, yeah, man, I'm really interested to see what you guys think about Josh Jacobs. What do you think he's going to do tonight? I have to get to the game, man. It's on right now, but also, what waiver wire pickups are you guys picking up? I really want to know. Let me know in the comments, man. Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button, or you're going to lose this week in fantasy, and you're going to go 0-10, 0-11, whatever your league is. And yeah, man, without further ado, let me know in the comments who you guys pick up from this video. If I helped you at all, let me know. Also, I have a Patreon, link in the description. And yeah, man, it's Jack.
Baby, yeah, you know I'm in my body today. Hit the bitch, told her come through on a Saturday. Run it up, baby, yeah, the faster way. Greatness come with patience, so you know that I had to wait. Ooh-wee, baby, yeah, you know what you do to me. And you know, bitch, I ain't with that foolery. Team full of winners, so you gon' lose to me. Yeah, lose to me, hey, y'all. I'm in the store, I'm working, and bitch, I am back in my Birkin. All the gas, I'm swerving, and these people be plotting and murking.